So the thing is that 1 crore per month is just about, divided with 30 days, it's 3,33,333 lakhs revenue per day, and that divided by an AOV of 2000 is 166 orders per day. So if it is this simple, why do people plateau, at 10 lakhs per day, and why are they not able to, 10 lakhs per month, and why are they not able to grow beyond that? And why did I say that 1 crore per month is actually easier? Let me explain. So the thing is, when you are at 10 lakhs per day, you are basically doing everything yourself. Okay, so I just keep saying 10 lakhs per day because that was my scale a while back. So I'm sorry for that. I'm not trying to flex here, but yeah. So 10 lakhs per month is where it's a glorified job. All right, because everything that you're doing is you're basically doing yourself. It's because you don't have enough of cash flow or capital or whatever the hell to get a good team, and it's like you're doing everything yourself, and you are stuck and you can't grow, and you feel that this is a hard cap. All right, so the thing is, the reason why people get stuck here, and the reason why I said that 1 crore is actually easier, is simply because that at 1 crore per month you have more capital, team, time freedom, location freedom, money freedom. Okay. The thing is that at 1 crore per month, at 10 lakhs per month, you don't really have that yet. Okay. You have it, but it's like if you stop working for a day, your business will not make money. That's basically like a high paying job. No? You can't really call that a business. At 1 crore per month revenue is when you actually start to have some money. Okay. So I recently talked to a very good friend of mine, on Discord. A few people have, and it's not just one person, I've noticed this, and a lot of them were basically plateaued here. Okay. Whether it be in e-commerce, whether it be in some other business, and this was the hard cap that people plateaued at. Okay. And the reason is simply not because that you're lacking anything. It's because you're carrying a lot of things. Okay, it's a different perspective. The thing is that once you finally hit 10 lakhs per month, you start to make some money. After all the hustling and all the grind and all the everything that you have done along the years, right? You start to finally see some money in the bank. Okay, so at average of 20% net. Okay, like this is a very pessimistic average. Generally, at this scale, we have at least 40% net in e-com for me and my clients, right? So it's at least 4 lakhs rupees, but I'm just taking a general average that people have, which is around 20% in a business. Okay, so if you got 20% net, you're making about 2 lakhs profit per month. Okay, now this is a number where a few things open up for you. You can buy, you can eat whatever you want. You can move to a decent flat into a nice city, in a nice city, and at the same time you can make your fellow humans jealous. Okay. So you can do all these things, and this is the problem, that once you're doing this, once you hit it, and everybody around you knows that you're making this money. This is a lot of money for a lot of people. What people don't realize around you in the business is that when you're making 10 lakhs a month, you're not actually making 10 lakhs a month, you're making roughly 2 lakhs per month. Whereas when you're making 1 crore per month, even at 20% net, that's 20 lakh rupees. Although generally we have 30% net margins before tax, so that's 30 lakh rupees per month. But like a general estimate, we can take 20 lakhs per month. So that's about 10 times this money. And when you have 10 times this money coming in per month, you obviously can have a lot better team. If you don't work for a day, you make decent bit of profit and cash flow or whatnot. Like you can do all those kind of things. But when you're just making this much of profit, like you don't have that room. And even if you are in some service based business and your margins are higher, like let's say 40%, even then you're just making about 4 lakhs profit. And in this case, if you reach 1 lakh, 1 crore per month, then you're making 40 lakhs profit. Although I don't think you can really reach, with service-based business 1 crore. You can reach, but it's like you'll be working like crazy. So yeah, so at 1 crore, it'll generally just be about 30 lakhs. That's the mean here. So once all these things happen, what happens is that I had explained this in a previous video of mine. Is that your business is like this rocket. All right, there's a really horrible looking rocket, but please excuse me if you're a physicist or some scientist or something, but yeah, this is a rocket, all right. For a moment, let's just, oh, what the fuck, yeah. Let's just imagine that this is a rocket, right? Yeah. What the fuck, bro? So yeah, this is a rocket, all right, and this is your business. Okay, this is your business, and your rocket is like, this is the thing. It's like the launch pad, and this is like the payload. Okay, so the higher the payload, all right, the higher the payload, the slower the rocket will go. And even once it's there, which in your case now it's there, like let's say it's in space. Okay, the rocket is in space. Okay, it's the rocket is in space. It's flying, all right, and it's in space, right, and it's flying very well. Then let's say, like, what happens is like your ego, like your personal things and your past insecure sense of self, your family, everything, they are like this black hole, all right. There's like this black hole which is trying to pull this rocket towards it. Okay, and so what happens is that if as your income grows, you know, and you don't control this black hole, the size of the black hole grows, then it makes no literal sense, because you know your just personal expenses expand to fill the money that your business is bringing in. So what happens is that because that's happening and your all this past insecure self-cut desire is getting fulfilled, you actually get complacent at 10 lakhs per month. So you start, you know, throwing up fluff and start making excuses. Okay, this is the reason why I can't grow, and this is the hard cap, because you're in a comfort zone now. Okay, so you have to switch. What you got to do is you have to switch. Instead of thinking 10 lakh rupees as your ultimate goal and being happy, oh yeah, finally I reached 10 lakhs per month, you have to make 1 crore per month, okay, as the bare minimum of your monthly income. Okay, so you have to think one crore not as what you want to reach, but as something that is what 10 lakh rupees per month means to you. Okay, so at this point, if you'll be, you know, if you go down to 5 lakhs per month, you'll panic. All right, you'll panic and you want to get to 10 lakhs per month as soon as possible. That's what you'll have to do for 1 crore per month. Only and only then can you reach this. All right, before that, you will not be able to reach it. All right, that is the thing that people don't really understand. That as, yeah. So what I'm saying is that is the primary thing. What people don't understand is that as their income grows, you know, as this rocket, you know, moves into space and moves into outer space, the the black hole also grows. So it just doesn't make sense. You're like putting more effort, putting more work, just for the, you know, rocket to become more difficult to move. All right. So the thing is that, you know, as I said, you have to make your ideal version your baseline. Like for example, right now, as I said, your baseline is this much. If you go below this, you'll panic. So this level of emotion that you feel, let's say when you have 5 lakhs per month and you feel that same emotion, you have to feel right now at 10 lakhs per month, and it has to genuinely come. Only and only then will you take action, right? So the reason why people are not able to grow above 10 lakhs per month or 20 lakhs per month, right, is simply because of this thing. It's called complacency / comfort. So the thing is, what happens is that once you reach this mark, as I said, you can buy all these things that you wanted to, and it's like, okay, you have reached a point where, you know, even if you don't grow, you're all right. You'll not, like, you know, be in survival mode. And what happens is that your past insecure sense of self, which wanted these things, you know, fears that if you try to grow, you might actually lose it all. Which is why it starts becoming comfortable. It will start, you know, regressing into older habits, like, you know, scrolling or becoming lazy, or, you know, buying some expensive random shit which doesn't make any sense, right? And you'll stop working, right? And that's why you'll hit a plateau, just enough to maintain this but not grow it either. So the only way you can grow from this to this is by making this your baseline. All right, so yeah, that was the video. And if you're someone who wants to get into e-commerce and make the first 30, 40, 50 lakhs, then you can check the link in the description. I have a one-to-one coaching where we set out a goal for you for 3 months, and if you don't hit that in 3 months, then we work for free till you do. All right, so yeah, I hope you like this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.